Project planning. Now in this power system planning we will move towards project planning. How the project has to be planned, it is very important. It is a work of the planning engineer to see that project detailed report has to be made, and detailed report has to be given, and see that there should be a time frame for a project to be completed. He has to see that there should be a site clearance, starting, completion and finish date of the project. He has to set a time frame for that one. So planning of power project undergoes the following stage. In this one, he sees that the proposal, there is need of a proposal, a proposed site should be there, a proposed area should be there, and investigation has to be done there for the site, and identification and the things which has to be selected, which has to be, which equipment has to come, and what report has to be generated, how the areas, whether the area is feasible to make that project or not. This type of a detail has to be given. Detailed report about the technical, demand, organization, environmental, financial, this all detail has to be done. In this one, technical issues, they have to see whether a hydro plant or nuclear plant can be set, which type of plant can be set depending upon the area, and they have to see there should be a demand of energy also at that particular place, in that region or nearby the site, and even they have to check the financial status. What is the financial state, what will be the cost, funding for the project. This everything, it comes in the project planning. In this project planning, there are many things which in the project implementation, there are many things they should consider. Detailed report is required, detailed designing, drawing, specification, tendering, execution, and monitoring the project is very important. In this one, they will see overall time, cost to run, cost run, detail schedule. They want all the detailed schedule of the project, estimation, project activities, and step by step things take place. The diagram which you are seeing in this one, they gives what, how the project is executed. For example, preparation of bid, it requires at least 2 to 3 months. Bid evaluation, it requires 2 months. Contract negotiation, 1 month. Then manufacture of component, it requires 3 to 4, 5, 6 months. This one, step by step the time is taken to complete a project. For example, it requires, depending upon the months, how many months it requires, so it is calculated based on the things the project start, and depending upon the month, one process by another process will get completed. National and regional planning. In national and regional planning, there are many grids. They have divided electricity, they have divided the whole India into 5 divisions. One is northern region, western region, southern region, eastern region, northeast region. Depending upon the load, annual peak load, timing, and various resources, this division has been done. It is very important that one, it supports the regional coordination, joint planning, operation of facility, and it will easily make exchange of electricity. If one of the region doesn't have electricity, it can be transferred from one area to the another area. In this one, Andaman Nicobar and Lakshadweep Island, they don't fall in this category. So what happened, in this one, what happened, there is no need to go for the project which are very isolated, which cannot have access. So if you have this region, if power can be easily supplied from one area to the another area, and it is done by the power grid corporation, it is responsible for it, and every region has its own grid, and their coordination and interaction take place. The supply side option, there are many supply side option. Focus is more on the clean energy. They require a clean energy, efficient and cost effective energy use. Nowadays they are using washed coal, gasification based for generation of electricity, where it never gives so much pollution also, and pollution never affect the pollution. It requires efficient national grid. Regional grid should be there, one national grid also should be there for the operations. And many new lines has to be for the transmission and distribution. Many new lines has to be laid. Capacitors bank has to be installed to improve the voltage profile. And renewable energies like solar, wind, biomass, this has to be encouraged and used. Now demand side option, there are many demand side option. They have divided 30% demand has to be go to the agriculture pump sets, 25% to the industrial motors, and 10 to 15% it should be go to commercial and domestic. And the power factor in this one should be maintained to 0.5 lagging. It has to be maintained. Consumer load management also has to be done as for rural area, agriculture, urban areas. This has to be done properly. In the least cost utility planning, it is a strategy to give electricity at a low cost. A low cost should be there. They have to check demand side also, supply side, both the side they have to manage it very well, and has to give the electricity. It is helpful for energy efficiency, load management, transmission and distribution options, and it helps, it gives benefit to the customer or consumers or into the society. The next is enterprise resource planning. It is a facility planning and execution of power utility. A power utility is planned and executed, and in this one many things are utilized for the cost, or for the to reduce the cost of the program, or to help in this one it is used. If you see a diagram in this one, it shows the internet, and many things are done by the internet. Mapping is done, GIS is used, planning is done, load forecasting is done for this one, detail engineering is done, maintenance they will see, maintenance, and this all data it is logged in the server by taking network data, facility data, consumer data, all this logging data it is a kept. Then it is consumers information, metering, management, this all things financial, all things it is done with the help of the intelligence, new things, that is called as using the internet. Using the internet or using the Oracle, SAP languages, this all things data it is maintained, and it is used for study also, study purposes.